Born of the gene seed of the noble blood angels, the Lamenters carry Sanguinius' grace and his burdens. Unlike some successors of the Ninth Legion, they are known for their compassion, shielding civilians and offering mercy where others would decree only extermination. Their history is a litany of hard lessons, paying for others' sins and then paying again. Yet whenever fate tried to break them, they answered with courage and valor. Lamenters were raised in the shadowy 21st cursed family. Early on in their chapter history, they were rumored to have dampened the Blood Angels' twin afflictions, the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. They fought as a fleet-based chapter, their armor a striking mustard yellow marked with black and white checks, and a bleeding heart, an emblem that fits their tragic reputation. Unfortunately, they suffered much due to the stigma attached to their name. During the 9th Black Crusade, the Mortifactors refused to stand beside them on Corellia. The Lamenters stayed anyway, because civilians were still on the planet. They held out until barely 200 brothers remained, and then a warp storm swallowed the survivors. When they finally clawed their way back to Imperial space over a century later, they rebuilt and kept fighting. That's the Lamenters in a nutshell. Knocked low, they rise again. Always. Their most infamous chapter comes in the 𝕮𝖆𝖊𝖑𝖘 War. Assigned to the Maelstrom Zone as warders, they forged bonds with the Aster Claws. And when Huron's secession exploded into open conflict, the Lamenters followed their honored debt into an unfortunate war against the wider Imperium. They fought reluctantly, often choosing maneuvers over fratricide, but it did not save them in the end. The Minotaurs hunted them down and shattered the chapter in a brutal ambush. With only about 300 wounded survivors left, the Lamenters surrendered to Imperial mercy. Their sentence, a 100-year penitent crusade. That penance led them straight into the jaws of High Fleet Kraken. World after world, the Lamenters bled to keep humanity alive. Even so, they emerged victorious, scattered but unbroken. As sons of Sanguinius, they favor shock assaults and close air support, but their long isolation had taken its toll. They may be short on Terminator suits, but they are surely heavy on courage. The Lamenters are a great and honorable chapter. I've been playing Blood Angels on the tabletop for 13 years now, and I never considered building another army, but I'll surely make a Lamenters squad someday. Now on to the colors and armor from the game. Helmet colors are actually a point of debate among fans, but I went with my favorite. A black stripe down the center to denote a higher rank Marine, a look more commonly seen in older artworks. The game recommends Flash Kit's yellow as the main color, but it did not capture the classic Lamenters tone for me. I used Everland Sunset instead. I did run into another issue though. The helmet and chestplate came out a different shade than the rest of the armor. To fix that, I used 𝕬𝖊𝖑𝖏𝖃 Desert. For the gold trims, I used Sycorax Bronze, and for blacks, I went with Abaddon Black. I placed the squad marking on the left knee pad and the crossed swords icon, which is used for the close combat squads, on the right. It would be more accurate if the decals were interchangeable, but the left side version wasn't available. To the Lamenters, for those they cherish, they die in glory.